You talk a lot about valuing yourself, about self-value. It sounds quite abstract as an idea. What does it mean practically? Like, how do you walk around every day valuing yourself? How does that happen?
Yeah, is it abstract? I just seem to think it's like, walking. It's normal. Value, value yourself, love yourself, value the person that you are. It's so important. Like, it gives you purpose to do all the things that you do. If you don't value who you are, and I think this is really the big aspect of the people, is they just don't value who they are. They don't care about themselves enough. They don't love themselves enough. They don't care enough about what happens to them to do something to better themselves, take care of themselves. It's like I guess I can use this example. It's the same. I use this all the time with people. Do you value your children? If somebody came in and kidnapped your child, do you value that child? You go, of course. Well, if they said, well, we want money, you'd find it. You would go to the ends of the earth to do what you need to do to get your child back because you value that child so much. People value money. If I say to somebody, listen, I'm a crazy guy, I put €500,000 in Valletta in a briefcase for you at the gates, but the only way you can have it is if you walk from Medina and you walk the path I tell you to walk, but if you walk it, you can have it, but no detours, you take my path. Will you walk it? Everyone says yes. Why? Because they value the money. Why do they value the money? Because what the money can do for them. Pays off the house, the bills, they can travel. That's value. That's something that they value. But when it comes to telling someone to do the same walk and they're going to have confidence, self-esteem, self-worth, they're going to feel great about themselves, do you want to walk it? They don't want to walk it anymore. They don't see a need to value themselves because I don't think people are really thinking enough about themselves. They're not spending enough time, quality time with themselves. This is just my opinion, but if you see a person on the side of the street who's injecting heroin or abusing their body, do you see the picture of value, self-value? You don't. You don't see someone valuing their life. You see someone devaluing it. They don't care if they live or die. That means they don't care. There's no value in their life. Would you take a $20 bill, a 20-euro bill, 100-euro bill and burn it? No, because you value what it represents. It's just a piece of paper, but you value it, right? People need to establish value within themselves, and learn to love themselves and their life, and be more proactive in taking care of it, not reactive. If you value a $100,000 car that you just bought, you don't let people go in the car smoking. You don't let someone drive it off road. You don't not wash it. You don't put bad gas into it. You never not give it a tune-up. You do all of these things because you value not only the car, but the money it took to get the car and the effort it took to make the money to get the car. That's value. But your body is priceless. Your body is much more important than a $100,000 car. Screw the car. What about your life? We're just going to change parts? You don't take care of yourself. Your parts they're going to fall, they're going to break. What, you're going to change the fact that you have diabetes? What, you're going to change the fact that you have breast cancer or prostate cancer? And what, you think these things are just like random? It's all because of nutrition and health and wellness and stress and the way we live our life. So if we don't value our life and we just push ourselves, we don't sleep, we don't eat, we're always stressed out, we don't take care of ourselves, we're too busy to eat. I'm sorry, I can't stop. Life is so busy for me, I can't find 10 minutes to eat. Well, that's ridiculous. It's absolutely ridiculous. I can continue with this on and on and on. You buy a dog, what, you're never going to feed it because you don't have time to feed it? No, you value the dog's life. Value is something that I think value is, like you said, the very first thing you said is that it's kind of like maybe a different thought. It's not really real. Of course it's real. It's just not real because no one's talking about it, because no one's been sat down and saying, listen, you need to value your life. You need to be made aware of the fact that your life is worthy of something, that if you don't take care of it, you're going to lose it. And I trust me on this one. You will know the value of life. When you're walking down the street and you have a heart attack and you're trying to struggle for breath and you realize that you're this far away from death, you're not going to go, whatever, let it go. You're going to fight for life because all of a sudden you have oh my God, I'm not going to see my kids anymore, my grandchildren, I'm losing everything. right? How about someone who makes these millions and millions of dollars and they have all this money because they wanted to travel and have the big house and whatever, and now they're sitting in a hospital bed and they're fighting for their life. What, you don't think they now all of a sudden value life more than their money? Yeah, I mean, you know, like, these things we need to stop, and we need to take account of life and ourselves. And when you do these things, when you take account of life and see the true value in it, you will be proactive, you will eat well so you don't get sick. You'll go to the dentist before you need to go to the dentist, before there's a problem. You'll take your car in and get it fixed or tuned up before something falls apart. And when you value something, the gift of it all, from a physical point of view, the gift of valuing yourself is a healthy body, it's a healthy mind, it's a healthy way of thinking, it's a healthy way of feeling, it's a healthy body. You know, if we're going to go out and just, I got to lose weight, you know, everyone comes in my office, I got to lose weight, I got to lose weight. No, you don't need to lose weight. That's not what you're really here for. I know that's what you think you're here for, but that's not what you're here for. You're here to feel good. You're here to feel powerful and strong. You want to look in the mirror and you want to love what you see. You're not here to lose weight. You think that losing weight will give you that? It won't give you that. But feeling love and self-respect and value will give you the tools and the desire to eat right and to maybe go for a walk and do things. And the gift of that, well, the body's going to change automatically. Look at a body that's abused, someone who's overweight or whatever. What do you see? Well, what I see is abuse, neglect, no self-value, no self-worth. They've given up. It's not their fault. It's not like someone's just sitting there going, I really don't care if I'm fat. It's they don't know what they're doing anymore. They've lost hope. They've lost perspective. They need a helping hand and they don't know where to get it because no one's giving them the right answer. So they just kind of gave up. They lost value. Value is everything. Value your life. I mean, what are we doing on this earth if we're not valuing it? What's the point of being here? I mean, shouldn't I value the fact that I'm walking, that I can walk? Talk to a child who can't walk, and they would value, you know. Listen, I never had any parents. You don't think I would value parents? See, I never had them, so I would value them. But some people that have parents don't care that they have parents. They abuse their parents because they don't care. So when you haven't had something, then you know the value of what it would be to have it. If you never had any money, if you're poor, poverty-stricken, you don't have any food, what are you going to tell me that if you got food you don't value it? You hold on to it, you treasure it, you cherish it. Anything that you never had, that you need, do you understand what I'm saying? So value is key, as a key component to establishing this relationship with self and bettering yourself and living a healthy, wonderful life. And we all should be so grateful to be alive, regardless of whether we have legs or don't have legs or what our infirmities are. It doesn't make a difference that we're just here to experience what we can experience because we're such amazing people. We do so many amazing things. So we need to value that and value that first. Self-love, self-respect, take care of these things first, find out how to do these things first, and in that, the gift of all of that. The gift of it all is just a wonderful life. I really don't care what anybody tells me. If they tell me this is wrong, it's not wrong. All right? If a woman at this moment right now, fat or not, looks at herself and loves herself for who she is, the weight will come off easy. But if a woman sees herself as fat, whether she's not fat or not, okay, don't get me wrong, because some women are skinny and they still don't see themselves as skinny, they see themselves as fat. If they don't love themselves, they'll never be thin. Never, because they'll never see it. I don't care how thin they are, they'll never see it because they don't value it. They don't value them. So value is key. It's key in everything. And it needs to be taught, and people need to understand this. They need to take account of it and I don't know, get busy living, get busy living. We're here in the here and the now, right here, right now. Not about yesterday, it's not about tomorrow, it's about right now. And value now. If you value now, then